Hey everyone, it's Rana. Just a little bit of introduction about who I am and what I do. I'm basically a sales mindset coach. Now, what a sales mindset coach does, although they work on sales skills such as negotiation skills, building rapport, asking questions, what we do is we also work on the emotional intelligence and the mindset. So with a good mindset, it's important to be confident in yourself as a person, because if you're not confident in yourself as a person, what is the point of going out there and talking to people and then asking them for the sale? You won't be able to do it. And also another aspect is, if you're not confident in your service or the product that you offer, then there is no point as well. So when I first started as an entrepreneur, I had to bill people thousands of dollars to go out for a day and deliver training, and that was 7 hours of training, and I was billing between $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the company. When I first got my sales check, I was like, I don't deserve this. Why is anyone paying me $3,000? And then I had to talk to myself and say, no, Rana, you deserve $3,000 because you've been working like 150 hours on this program. You've been putting 15-hour days writing the training, rehearsing the training, delivering the training, and that $4,000 is for your hundreds of hours worth of all the behind the scenes that you've put in. And also just self-talking about, I've had amazing feedback from people. I know that I can do it and I believe in myself. So that's just a little bit about confidence, because sometimes we do doubt ourselves and we may doubt our services as well. Another part of the mindset is self-awareness. Now, with emotional intelligence, self-awareness is probably the first aspect of it, because if you're not self-aware of yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and what you need to work on, then sales is going to be difficult for you as well. But another aspect of self-awareness is also people awareness. So being able to read social cues, being aware of other people, being aware of psychology, what makes them tick. So that's one aspect of emotional intelligence. The second aspect of emotional intelligence is having empathy, because if you don't have empathy, the person that you're dealing with, the person that you're trying to sell to, you won't be able to relate to them, and they can pick that up, and they can pick that up if you're not genuine. So your job as a salesperson is to be there to solve their problems, to help them out, to find out their pain points, but also try and sell them something that they need. Never ever sell somebody something that they don't need, and it's good to be honest, because if you're honest, then they could refer you to someone else as well. And it's all about building that long-term relationship. Another part of good sales skills is EQ, emotional intelligence, is social skills. Now, social skills is just to understand people, to be able to go out there, communicate, to be able to build that rapport. The fourth aspect of emotional intelligence is having motivation, being self-motivated. And so if things are not going your way and you're not getting the sales that you need, to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to persevere, I'm going to keep on going. And it's the people that persevered and did not give up, in whether it's their own business or in a product or in anything, that have gotten anywhere. And the last aspect is something called, which is one of the most important aspects in emotional intelligence, is something that's called self-regulation. Now, self-regulation is about being able to self-regulate your emotions. And so, for example, if somebody is being rude to you or aggressive or hangs up the phone in your face, you're not going to let that get to you and think about it for more than 2 minutes. Some people that I've worked with have thought about somebody hanging up in their face for the whole week, that they did not pick up the phone and talk to anybody. I'll give you an example. Actually, 2 hours ago, I made a follow-up call for a client who had asked me for a quote. And this client had left the company, and she said to me that she sent it to her CEO. So for the past 5 months, I've been calling up every 2 months, and I haven't been able to get through the gatekeeper to the CEO. I just want to find out what's happened with this quote. I didn't care about the sale. It was just about, I need to document, is it too expensive? Did you get the quote? What's happening? So finally, the gatekeeper says to me, she said in these words, listen here, let me spell this out to you. No one wants to talk to you. And I said, I had to take a deep breath in because I'm like, okay, hang on. Wow, this girl's quite rude. I took a deep breath and I'm like, okay, Rana, just calm down. Maybe she's having a bad day. Do not react. Self-regulate. And I had to self-regulate. Okay, thank you so much for being honest. Thank you for telling me that no one wants to speak to me, so that way I won't call back and I won't bother anyone. Instead of me saying, hey, how dare you, or complaining, or being reactive. And also being able to self-regulate my emotions, I would then be able to stay motivated to make the next phone call to follow up. And I made another 5 follow-ups after that phone call because I did not let that get to me or ruin my day. So that's a little bit about the mindset. There's so much more to mindset in sales, but that's just like 5 aspects of emotional intelligence and how we can use emotional intelligence to drive our sales forward and to stay motivated. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you on the next video.